I don't even know how to begin. Hey Beauts, Fanny Ann here, and today's vlog is going to be about an app I found. It's called Tam, or Thoughts Around Me, and it's basically like anonymous statuses or anonymous like Twitter posts. It's basically, you can write what you want, but you can do it anonymously, and it's around me, so it's like, it uses my location, and it's stuff that people say that are in my area, and some things that people say, some things that people think to themselves and then write down and then post are unfucking real. Enjoy. Anyone in North London who's South African, I need some of my own kind around me. Any South African males anywhere, please. South African or Australian men, speak now or forever hold your peace. I feel like someone is very desperate to find their own nationality where they live, who just wants a little bit of South African loving. They come from North London. If you're South African and you live in North London, you need to find this person because they need South African loving. South African accents are harsh to hear. They talk very aggressively in your face when they talk to you, and it's very hard to understand what they're saying. I find them very abrasive when they talk. And I don't understand how that would be sexy in a bed scenario. Going into Stewie there a little bit. Does anyone else get the urge just to shag someone? All meaningless and no strings attached. Pretty much probably everyone in the fucking world has had that urge, so why would you ask a question like that? Clearly you want some South African loving. I hate it when you go for a poo and you spend loads of times wiping but there is still no shit on the paper. That, my friend, is called a ghost poo. It's a phantom poo. It's where you think you've had a shit and you're pretty sure that you've had a shit and you're like, I've definitely pooed, 100%. I heard it, I felt it, it's there. But then you wipe and there's no evidence of it, it's just disappeared. And then sometimes there'll be a double phantom poo where you've wiped and there's nothing there, and then you look down a toilet and there's still nothing there, and you're like, I'm pretty certain, like 100% sure that I did a shit. And now I'm doubting everything in the world because I don't know if I did or not. Who took my poo? Someone has taken my poo. Pervy pizza, where you at? Now, do they mean pervy pizza man? Or an actual pizza is being a pervert? It could accidentally fall out the box and land on your tits. It could have mini chipolatas all over it. I think they mean pizza man. I'm assuming they have some sort of flirt going on. Some sort of mutual flirt back and forth with their pizza delivery man. And they're getting impatient. He's late. And if he's more than 45 minutes late, then you get a free pizza. So just wait around. Because you'll probably get a free pizza and a nice little fumble. So double win there. I woke up and my boobs weren't even in my bra anymore. One, I don't know any woman that wears a bra in bed. As soon as I get in from work, my bra comes off. The day is done. I'm not doing anything for you anymore. If you want me to pop to the shops, it's done. The bra's off, the day's done. The reason your boobs are falling out of your bra when you woke up is because they didn't want to be trapped in there anymore. They're sick of it. They need to breathe. The nipples are gasping for air. Do people wash their butt after they poo? I don't know. It's so tough for me to answer your shit question. No, unless you own a bidet. I don't know anyone unless they're French who owns a bidet. Some people might wash them. You get those little washlet things that are like Andrex, and they're cool, and I enjoy them, and I do actually have them. They're amazing. I love them. I would recommend them to anyone. They're like wet wipes, but they're flushable. Just the environment, it's like a win-win. You're washing your bum and the environment's getting a good old time out of it. But yeah, like, you know, if you have a phantom poo like the last one, and you don't really need to wash because there's nothing there, so it all depends really on how messy your shits are. What would happen if all the people on the planet turned vegetarian? The cows would take over and there'd be milk rivers everywhere, and they'd be, you know, killing us, breeding us and killing us, and we'd have like Soylent Green burgers. It'll be the end of the world. The cow president. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. Trying to poo but not trying to push out your tampon. Why is there so many poo things? Why are people thinking about... Do you know why? Because they're on this app while they're having a shit. So there's lots of poo things. And this one killed me because trying to poo without pushing your tampon out is a girly struggle if you're constipated. If you're not, you should be fine. You should have some bran flakes. I hear they're good. Or prunes. Prune juice. I want to hear people's awkward sex stories. Do you now? Penthouse Forum, I think that's a thing. They don't want to hear normal sex stories, they want to hear awkward, embarrassing ones. And I can understand that because they're probably funnier. Read a fan fiction. Find some characters that you like, find some people that you like, type in a fan fiction, and I guarantee it will be awkward. 100%. There's no way it won't be awkward because I've read many a fan fiction out on this channel. They're all fucking awkward. Do you know what? If you're listening to this and you're the one that wrote I want to hear awkward sex stories, I have 4 videos of me reading out awkward fan fiction. Go for it. Get your fucking feel. One day, my fridge will take revenge on me by opening my bedroom door every half an hour, staring at me for a few minutes and then leaving. Because I don't know anyone that doesn't come into their house, look at the fridge and go, there is lots of food, but there is no food. There is so much stuff to eat, and yet there is nothing to eat. And then closes it. And then comes back about 20 minutes later and does the exact same thing. Maybe eats a slice of ham or a Scotch egg. The fridge is going to do it to us. You don't know this. When you go to bed at night, at 2:12 in the morning, your fridge comes to your bedroom door, opens it slightly, peeks around the corner with his magnet eyes, stares at you for about 20 minutes and then leaves. So wake up tonight, wondering which part of you to eat. Oh, that sounded gross. That didn't come out right. I didn't mean that. I take it back. I take it all back. I'm so sorry. My bondage gear has arrived with 4 smiley faces. Well, do you know what? Good for you. Good for you. I hope it was fast delivery. I hope that your postman didn't know what it was. I hope your box was very discreet. I hope he didn't say, this is your bondage gear on the front, or wasn't clad in leather. And I hope it was satisfactory for you that all the whips and chains were in perfect working order. Have fun with your bondage gear. Thank you for sharing. Would you let a guy suck/lick your feet and toes? Girls only, please. 4 question marks. No. Messaging 5 guys at the same time but forgetting who knows what. Need to cut down before my brain fries. Do I get rid of Mr. Handsome, Mr. Huge, Mr. Funny, Mr. Six-Pack or Mr. Cute? Says Mrs. Slut. How about you just don't do that? How about you just not? And how about you remember their names instead of giving them little cute nicknames? And is Mr. Huge, what part of him is huge? I want to know. And Mr. Six-Pack, is that a beer? Says Mrs. Slut. How sad is it that I spend my lunch in the toilets and everyone at work hates me? Yeah, it's really fucking sad. She's done like a winky crying face. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Oh, can you see that? Yeah. I mean, are you turned on by this and crying at the same time? If you're turned on by it, then carry on, because it's clearly a winner chicken dinner in your book. But if this is saddening you in a way that you're winking, that's my winky sad face. If you're saddened by this, then just go outside and be like, I know you all fucking hate me, but you can all eat my shit, because I am going to eat my sandwiches where I should and not where poo particles are lingering. This isn't Mean Girls. You shouldn't have to eat your lunch in the fucking toilet. You're clearly an adult at work. Go out there, stand your fucking ground, just ramble until they eventually leave, and then you can eat your lunch in the staff room. Don't go home to do housework, but I can't get motivated. Sat here watching porn instead. Well, that's something else to do, isn't it? I mean, if you can't do your fucking housework, why not watch some porn? I mean, you could watch a film. You could eat some food. You could draw. You could write. You could do some work. You could do literally anything. But it's like, no, fuck it. I'm just going to watch some penis going into some vagina because that'll motivate me to clean. Because I'll watch it and think, that looks really messy. My house is messy too. I'm going to clean my house. Anyway, that's all I've got for this one. I may do another one if I find some more hilarious thoughts around me. Some people, the thoughts around me are fucking strange. Lots of bondage, lots of South African loving, lots of fridge cows. I don't even know. Anyway, thank you so much for coming and seeing me today. I really appreciate it. Remember to push all those lovely little buttons at the bottom. Remember to follow your dreams no matter how small they are, and I'll see all of you beautiful people in the next one. Bye! Bye! I talk really fucking quick, so I'm nailing that outro. I'm nailing it ever so slightly. It's becoming a monologue in my head, but I feel like I talk too quick. So if you're watching this and you don't know what I say in my outro, let me know, and I'll try and calm it down a little.